is we've had a culture of holding Black men accountable. There's not been a time period in my lifetime where I haven't known Black men to be held accountable. How often has that been the case for Black women? When has there been a communal accountability case put to Black women? Tell me when that's happened. What have you seen? I haven't seen it.
Bro, it hasn't happened. But Black women who have this mindset, like, okay, we're going to look after our interests and our needs first. That's just not going to be, it's not going to work in the long run, especially with what Black men are dealing with. It ain't going to work for me.
Well, just real quick on BLM, I will offer this, because I've heard somebody say, well, why are you just talking about BLM? You're just talking about 3 women and no. What we're talking about is how this was able to stand. And even when it was at its inception, when they were telling people after the death of Michael Brown that Black men couldn't hold leadership positions in the organization, right? When you were hearing this rhetoric that was coming out, even post 2015, how many people opposed it? Most particularly Black feminists, Black women in general. How many actually called them out for that type of treatment of Black men, let alone by the time we started hearing about disappearing funds? How many? What kinds of protests did we see from within the Black community toward BLM about their treatment of Black men? When did we see it? Because I haven't.
Yeah, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro, but like, at some point, man, this shaming tactic has to stop, right? And Black men have to say to themselves, look, I don't care if women are offended by this shit, like that we have to say. Like, I don't care. Because it's led to an imbalance, based upon concepts developed by white women and white dudes, who basically a white dude can give lip service to having, the need to check himself and to check his privilege. But a Black man, like, look, I understand women have a rough go, okay, sorry. But like, it ain't just Black Lives Matter, man. It's resulting in Black men having a rough time in education. It's resulting in Black men having a rough time in familial arrangements or like relationships and co-parenting. A lot of negative effects are resulting or ensuing from this political way of thinking, right? Of men having to check themselves. And for the most part, Black men have checked themselves, okay? They've checked themselves out of the political equation.
Well, they have checked themselves out of the political equation, but part of that is we've had a culture of holding Black men accountable. There's not been a time period in my lifetime where I haven't known Black men to be held accountable. How often has that been the case for Black women? When has there been a communal accountability case put to Black women? Tell me when that's happened. What have you seen? I haven't seen it.
Bro, it hasn't happened.